Hey guys, welcome to Boost Hunter Garage. Today we're going to be installing this clear diff cover from Legacy Forms USA. This is for the AAM 11.5, which is on your Duramax and Cummins trucks. We'll be putting it here on my 07 Cummins. And this is a brand new company out there, new product. There's not very many of these out there, so I'm super excited to have it and be able to get one of the first ones or first couple and get this installed. I think it's a cool idea. You know, he's got a bunch of other products he's working on, which are valve covers. I know he's got Duramax LS. They're going to be doing Cummins and hopefully get a hold of one of those down the road. And I did do a full unboxing of this video, kind of showing everything that comes with it, if you want to go back and watch that video. But it does come with brand new hardware, which is nice, not using your old crusty ones that you had on there with your stock pan and or cover. So we're going to go ahead, get that pulled off and start draining that and get the surface all cleaned up in there. And you can seal this a couple different ways. I'm going to just do it with RTV. You can do it that way. You can do it with a typical gasket if you want to, and then just torque these down to 20 foot-pounds. But let's first get this thing draining, get the old one pulled off, and then we get this nice, fresh, clear one mounted up, and maybe we'll throw it in gear and watch things turn, get the fluid moving, all that good stuff. So let's get this thing drained. All right, so we got the drain pan under here, and I'm just going to go ahead and loosen all these up. They're just 13 mil. I usually just go around, loosen them all up except for your top one and your bottom one, and I'll go ahead and take all these out, and then I'll finish by taking this bottom one out and slowly loosen this top one, and then you can pry the cover away depending how much RTV is on there, how easy it'll come, and then it'll, at least you can control. Even sometimes I'll leave this one still somewhat threaded in just so it doesn't just fully dump out and make a huge mess, which I'm usually pretty good at doing. So we'll go ahead and get these loosened up. So last time I put this back on, I probably went a little too crazy with the RTV, giving me a little bit of a fight to get it off. Also, I'm trying not to pry it too quick and make a huge mess. Find it's a little easier just to go a bit slow with it so you don't end up with gear oil all over the place. But finally got it pried away there, and now we got her off. So there's the stock one. I definitely went crazy on the RTV on that one. So I'm going to get this surface here all cleaned up. I'll probably brake clean out the rear diff here a bit. Just get that cleaned up so we get all the extra fluid out. So when we go to seal this new one on, it's not leaking past. And I'll just take a scraper, clean up that surface so it's nice and good, so we get a good seal on our new cover. So there we go. I got the surface all cleaned up here. I just used a scraper, just sprayed it all out with brake clean. And especially around the edge, you want to make sure this isn't oily, greasy, so that when you go to put your new seal or when you RTV it on, that it will all sealed up. So we got it cleaned up. It's not dripping anymore. We'll go over to the bench and get the RTV put on the new cover, and we'll come down here and get it all mounted up. All right, so now that we got it all cleaned up down there, we're ready to get this ready to install and put on. I'm just going to go ahead, just as to wipe up around the edge. I I think he puts like a ceramic coating on the inside, which makes it so that the oil doesn't stick to it and keeps it clear and doesn't coat it all up. Because you can feel it's pretty slick compared to even the outside. Feels more slick on the inside, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of polish this up with the little rag that they supply with it. Get that all polished up, and then I'm just going to do a thin bead, or about an 1/8 to 1/4 inch bead all the way around, in between and around them, not right in the hole, obviously. All the way around, good even one. I'm gonna try not go overboard. If you see when I pulled the old one off, I definitely put way too much on. And I don't obviously want it to seal, but I don't want to go crazy with it clear to make it look a lot better. So go around, and then I do got the gear oil I'm gonna use after to show you this now. That we'll throw in after we get this installed. So let's go ahead and see if I can do this without making a huge mess. All right, there we go. That was kind of ugly. I wish I did a nicer job than that, but with that thing clogging up and how shaky I am, that was not the prettiest thing you'll see. But we're gonna go get this mounted up under there, put all the bolts in, evenly tighten them, and then we're gonna torque them down to 20 foot-pounds, kind of in a bit of a star pattern like you're doing a tire or something. So let's go get this stuck on there. All right, so I'll finish up getting these torqued down. I'm sure you don't want to watch the boringness of that, but so far it looks super cool on there. I can't wait to fill it up and run it, and I'll just have to wipe the extra RTV off, but we'll get this torqued up and then I'll get it filled up and we'll see how it works. Right, there we go. Got it all filled up. That looks pretty cool being able to see that. And filling it is a lot easier. Normally I'd fill it till all of a sudden it overflows out of the fill plug here. So a lot easier to get it right to below it and not make a mess, have it dripping all down. And also, side note, the gear oil in the, whatever you want to call it, the bag, and not in a bottle. That was the first time I've used those, and it's definitely a lot better than in the bottle, and you actually get all of it out, not waste a bunch of it. So it's all in there, looks pretty cool. I think what we'll do is I'll jack up the back of the truck and put it on jack stands so the tires can spin, and let's take this for a spin and see what it looks like when it's all moving. guys, all installed. Everything seems to be sealed up good. And it was pretty cool to be able to watch that video and see the gear moving in there, see the fluid moving around, see how much really it aerates that gear oil in there. So that was pretty cool to see. So from now on, we'll do, eventually here I'll do, say after 1,000 miles or something, we'll do a little update video, see how it lasts, if everything works out good with it. And at that point too, I'll get some shots, either I'll mount the GoPro or my phone underneath the truck and drive around, maybe see what it's like at higher speeds while it's turning faster, those kind of things. But overall, I'm really impressed with it. It was good quality, all the bolt holes lined up perfectly, the nice little O-ring seal for the plug there worked good. So overall, really happy with the product. Seems to work good. And like I said, we'll do a little update on it. So make sure to check out legacyforumsusa.com is their website to see their other products, things that they're going to be coming out with. Too, like I know they have a ton on TikTok, and then they have Instagram and Facebook too, and you can check out all that stuff on there, and I'll be updating on this. So thanks a lot for watching. Please like and subscribe, and it just helps the channel grow a ton. So thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one.